Justice League. So, for a long time, in the run-up to this film, I was so worried about it. Just look at the production, it's been going through hell, reshoots, director changes because of personal issues. But it didn't suck. This is actually a pretty good film. What did it get right? The characters. Ben Affleck as Batman, he's great. I really hope he sticks around. There's rumours that the Batman is going to be his last appearance as a character, and I really hope that's not true. But he's not just a good Batman, he's a really good Bruce Wayne as well. And for the majority of this film, he is Bruce Wayne bringing these characters together. Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, well, we know she was fantastic. We've seen her play the character before. Aquaman, Jason Momoa, he was great. He didn't get as much screen time as I wanted to, but he was a lot of fun. He was basically just playing Jason Momoa again, but we just love him being himself. He's made this character cool. The Flash and Cyborg, they were fantastic. The Flash was definitely the comic relief, and it was worked really well. He's new to this. He even jokes about the fact that he's not fought anyone before. He's had no villains yet. He just runs really fast and pushes people over. I like that's a really good setup for him in the future. And Cyborg, I'll touch on this. The effects on Cyborg go up and down. Some scenes he looks fantastic. Some scenes he looks okay. Some scenes it's like a bit shit. But there were a lot of reshoots, so we don't know how much time was spent on each one. But he was the character I was most worried about. But he actually turned out to be his character had so much depth to it, and he was so essential to the story. I think when you look at the fact that Zack Snyder did the majority of the project and then Joss Whedon stepped in, it doesn't feel like it was directed by two people. It doesn't feel like your average Zack Snyder film, and I feel like that must be Whedon's input, because it does take on a much lighter tone, which to us feels a bit welcoming. Yeah, I think I'll go with that word, welcoming. I didn't like Batman vs Superman. I did like Man vs Steel, but they were both really dark. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, I like the grittiness in some comic book movies these days, but it was nice just to have a lighter take on it. Let them have some fun with these characters, and that leads into my other favorite part about the movie. The interaction between these characters feels so natural, because the villain in this film, he's a throwaway villain. He's like most Marvel villains in recent years, where he's just a big bad who's overly powerful. He's got an army of things. Oh, we need to stop him. Let's not give him that much development. But he wasn't the point of this film. He just needed to be powerful enough that they couldn't stop him on their own. If these character interactions weren't great, this movie it'd be unwatchable. It would be utter shit. But because these characters are so interesting and so good together, it makes it fun. It makes it enjoyable, and because of that, I'm going to go see it again. Minor spoiler, but I don't know if we can even say it's a spoiler, because we know Superman was going to be in it. Everyone knew he was going to be in it. Everyone knew about the whole CG mustache thing as well, which is totally noticeable. The way they bring him back, it's actually done really well. I did wonder how they were going to do it and not make it look ridiculous, but the way they bring him back totally takes away from that scene with the rubble and the dirt at the end of Batman vs Superman. But this is my favourite performance from Henry Cavill as Superman. And even though it's only Superman briefly in it, he is fantastic. So the biggest problem in the movie is the structure. Warner Bros. Wanted the movie to be cut down to less than 2 hours. I think it came in at like 2 hours and a minute. It was initially supposed to be 2 hours and 50 minutes. It's a lot to be cut out, and especially at the beginning of the movie with the character introductions, you can tell, because it is choppy. Everything gets out of the way very quickly. And tonally it gets a bit confused throughout the entire movie. It's getting to that point where when a DC movie comes out, we get more excited for the extended edition Blu-ray to come out, and that shouldn't be the case. We should just get the finished movie. And they say that they cut it down so that they can make it more accessible to the general public, but even like Avengers was something like 2 hours, 20 minutes. I'm not quite sure off the top of my head. That's what they're aiming for. They're aiming for Avengers. They want the same success that had. So give us a bit more time with these characters. So yeah, that's my very quick overview of the film. I liked it. It's nowhere near perfect, but I had a lot of fun. I really like the characters. I've waited for years for these characters to come together. I thought it was going to be awful, but I enjoyed it. I went to a midnight screening of it. No regrets there. I'm going to watch again. I'm going to buy the Blu-ray. I'll buy the extended Blu-ray. And I can't wait to see more films. So yeah, go check it out. to have an open mind and just accept that this is a comic book movie. I think that's what a lot of people forget with these. They take them far too seriously. Just revel in the fact that these characters have came together finally.